RVA Katana in Richmond, Virginia. We have a full house. We have Scott, Mark, Ryan, and we actually have Matt, who decided he was going to represent Texas instead of RVA Katana. We sent him out to get a t-shirt. And we also have a special guest. It's Rob. He is one of our old sword friends. He rewraps swords if you're interested in that. Or do you still do that?
Yes.
Oh, he rewraps Scott if you ever need that done.
Rewrap Studio?
Rewrapstudio.com. He does rewrap swords, and you just came back. You just got your second degree, your Nidan?
Nidan, Tenshin no Jigenru.
In that. So,
Tenshin no Jigenru.
So yeah. It is a Koryu of some sort. Anyway, here we are.
Now, Cyber Matt going to cut with the glasses?
Cyber Matt's not going to cut because he's out of practice. Yeah. But he is going to show off Moonveil because it totally fits with those glasses. He's trying to look cool.
I'm cyberpunk.
He's cyberpunk, and he's showing the Moonveil. We are going to cut with Moonveil today.
Yes, I finally.
No, we don't have the Kill Bill sword.
Yeah, I didn't cut with it.
How high can you throw one? I don't know. We've never tried. So this is Moonveil. It is a Damascus katana with a clay temper in that really cool line. This is from Elden Ring. What do we have here?
What do you cut? It's cutting something I haven't cut with yet. That's some BS.
Because there were some nights that you weren't here. You decided you wanted to hang out with your own friends instead of us.
This is the Demon Archer from Legacy Steel.
The Demon Archer.
So these are really nice. T10. The polish is sweet on this.
Did you rename it on the website already?
Yeah.
So Demon Archer, Demon Ronin, or if you have a better name, suggest it to us. These are from Legacy Steel. They do a really good job. They did a really good job with these. This one is not as unique as the Silver Archer, but they just do.
I love that, though.
I do love that, too.
But it comes with the box, a really nice decorative box, and a free stand, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so we're going to cut with that one. And, okay, step forward.
You're called the dueling kami.
The dueling kami? Like communists?
Like kami using God. Kami.
Oh, kami! I heard dueling commies. So like a dueling spirit. There you go. God spirit. No, this is the Giyu, speaking of demons. So we're going to cut with the T10 Giyu. Someone asked to see us cut with the Giyu. No need to show Matt with those glasses and the 1,000 Demon Dagger. Ain't that true? David Washington, Gavin Stewart, Drew, Gavin, Mr. Nobody, Kratos, Zatuichi, Random Dude, all in the house. Thank you for joining in tonight. Let's see. And what do you have there?
I've got the Jade Giant right here. It's a store favorite. How long is the Nagasa? Like 33 inches?
It's 33 inches. Someone says cut with the Hattori Hanzo. That would be Trevor Payne who said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever, Trevor.
Trevor, I'm about to Nukiuchi you with my Hanwei Odachi. You better watch it.
Yeah, you could do that with that Handachi. You might be able to reach him.
Yeah.
So, all right, there we are. So, what do you guys, go ahead and let's bring the swords forward again, and you guys tell us what you want to see us cut with first.
Let the people decide.
Let the people decide.
I like this idea.
Let's see. The People's Sword. All right, so we have the Jade Giant Tachi, we have Moonveil, we have Giyu, Scott's not even in the frame, and let's see, the Demon one. What do you guys want to see us cut? Matt is cutting? No, Matt is not allowed to cut until he gets more practice in, because we don't want to make the swords look bad. Same here, I'm not cutting on screen either, because I've been sucking really bad lately. At least.
No, last week you were pretty good.
Well, you wouldn't believe that.
Matt's in street monger attire right now.
Yeah. Yeah, with Matt wearing those, like any guy who wears shorts above his knees.
Hey man.
Yeah.
What? Shorts above the knees? What up? Jorts, old man.
What does
I'm old.
say? What do they want?
Odachi Jade Giant. We see a lot of people asking to see us cut with the Jade Giant.
Pretty awesome. Right.
Just cut Matt with 2 T's, says Trevor Payne.
Wow, Trevor.
I know, no love. All right, can you bring it up here? It's in your hand, so we'll let Mark look at it first. Right. Or Mark show it first. So here's the Jade Giant. It is, it's a T10 clay tempered sword, 33-inch long blade, tachi fittings, alloy tachi fittings, say zinc alloy. Beautiful hamon line. Let me hold this up so you guys can see the hamon. So I'm gonna hold it up there. You can see it's a T10 clay tempered hamon line, which means that at this length, well, the longer the sword is, the more leverage is, the more torque is going to be applied to the monouchi, which is the cutting side of it, and so. These always risk bends when they're clay tempered. Usually not with Mark though. Usually Mark is pretty good at making these work.
But now that you said that, I'm gonna totally suck.
Just like you did last night.
Right?
Cross trainers gotta go. Yeah.
Can you cut above the halfway mark?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, he definitely cut above the halfway mark, dude. He cut it. Can you bring that? Can you bring that? Hold on. Fire in the hole. You want to bring that forward? We could probably cut that too. I mean, that's a really nice little sliver there.
Clean too.
Just talk about yourself. No one. He studies Japanese martial arts, but not Japanese modesty. All right.
Chivalry.
Chivalry. That's like utter bullshito. Utter bullshito.
That's hibachi
That's
root.
our hibachi root.
Blake in the house. Ronan Rise. Aaron Scudder in the house. Aaron Scudder, you have the sword, don't you? All right. Here we are. Once again, this is a very long sword. Hold it up next to you again, Scott, just so people see how big and long it is.
How short I am? Oh.
That too. So
It could be both.
both can be true.
Get a rebate.
I will.
There you go.
There we go.
However, you now have to rewrap that. All right.
I ain't rewrapping shit.
Ryan's
Ryan's turn.
up.
Can you grab Mark? Can you because someone refuses to clean up after their mistake, you're gonna have to do it for them.
I guess so. These things are so solid though, like it's actually pretty easy to rewrap it.
Yeah, these are interestingly. I think we probably should have soaked these. We probably need to soak these a little longer.
We soaked these like Saturday afternoon.
Well, I think Friday at close.
Nice redemption cut. Yep. Love to use it whenever I use. Oh, for you actually practice EI with that guy? Aaron Scudder practiced EI with this one. Whoa, nice cut.
Nice little cutlet.
Beaver bumps. Where's the wash pole? Isn't that like along hibachi do? Mmm.
How do you know it's hamburger to you?
No, it's hibachi root, part of the teppanyaki dough amalgam of styles.
Yeah.
So you got all cocky, kid.
He got all cocky. He's like, I can one hand that.
That's his,
Almost really cool.
that's your man
But here,
bun.
pause for a
That's your
second.
man bun.
Pause for a second. We're gonna come in close, and you can see what actually happens if your angle is wrong. The angle of the blades, because this one has a little bit of meat to it, a little bit of niku. Then if you don't have good hasuji, that curve of the sword is gonna guide it down lower. And that's what happened with the when we were cutting last week with the 2B sword. Let's rubber band that
It's
shit.
still going to leave a mark, though.
Oh yeah. Let me.
We are
let me
gonna
try
leave a
do
mark.
that. Let me try to correct my angle.
This thing is not supposed to move.
That's the way I was saying.
We're making fun of somebody. So I was at the Orlando Sword Show. I recorded this one guy who had like 3 amazing horizontal cuts, which are not easy. He did
like
3 in a
5.
row. Really?
I think it was 5. Yeah.
He did a lot of horizontal cuts, which is very difficult. And then someone was making some smart ass comments. Pardon my language. All right, here we are once again. Jay Giant. Nice. Took him 2 swings.
Redemption.
Shaved it twice.
He's like, I'm gonna hit it on the head. Hit it on the head. Bang. Ozai, the sword convention was pretty good. I got some stuff for the shop.
That's what Mark just did.
That's what Mark did. After his bad cut, by the way. But that's beside the point. Yeah, horizontal cuts are not easy. The Suihei. Warren Nass, this is the Jade Giant. Save some for everybody else, man.
Yeah, what's with these steep cuts?
I learned it from watching you.
Oh, we have
We got scrap.
more fun than we
Let's
deserve.
scrap it up. Let's save. Let's keep going.
Scrap it up. I'll take it.
All right, so that is the Jade Giant. Show that baby one more time.
Going.
You can't get the real glory of the ska because we didn't unwrap it, so it still crackles.
Which is really weird on your Tenno Uchi.
David Washington says his Onimaru is better, and I have to agree.
Oh, the Onimaru is amazing.
Onimaru is like such a big sword.
Scrap.
Oh, you're gonna try to take a scrap?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is an unsecured scrap. Always fun to try to cut these guys.
Yeah.
That freaking exploded.
Did it cut or just splooge all
No,
over the floor?
that totally cut. Well, it did splooge. One does not discount the other. All right, there's another piece. Mark's like, that's mine. So once again, these are unsecured cuts. This is not easy. There's nothing holding it down.
Yeah, they're very insecure.
It's just like, I don't know what happened there, but
I
we
cut
will.
it, but also a piece caught on the tip.
We will find out when we put it in slow motion.
All right.
Yeah, Scott says it's very insecure, just like
Alright,
Matt
so
is
you
with his
wanna- you wanna Try
manhood.
to get like a.
I am covered in exploded time.
Good job. It's part of the experience.
It is.
Most desirable sword out of this bunch, I would have to say it's the Demon Oni.
From our show at Gallagher.
Oh! Nice cut!
Ooh, and I gotta see that.
And all the Onimaros we have left are the S5 variant. They're not the S7 mess ups. Which sword is that one? This one is the Jade Giant. It is a Tachi. I keep on telling them I want an upgraded version with actual brass parts, but hasn't happened yet.
It looks good in the silver and green, though.
Oh, you're gonna take another cut on this? Oh, is this unsecured?
Yep.
Did you just cut that unsecured?
No.
Oh, okay.
About to.
Nice. Nice cut.
Cut that in half.
Let's see. The J Giant, I believe, is 325, Kevin Frank. Kevin Frank, you just got an antique, didn't you? You just bought a Nihonto, right?
375, John.
375. I'm sorry, my bad. 375. I stand corrected. Yep. Show us Demon Oni. We are cutting with the... All right, so this is the J Giant one last time. Or multiple. We'll show it later, but we're not going to cut. We're done cutting with it. All right, let's go hold up what's left, and we'll see what the people want. The people's choice. So who was holding the J Giant last time?
Marcus.
Okay, that's right. Someone come forward. That's right, Matt. You can hold the swords. You have the perfect pants for showing the sword, for modeling the swords. Oh, I don't want to see that. All right. Do you guys want to see the Giyu, the Oni Ronin? What is it called? The Oni
Ronin. Demon Ronin.
Demon Ronin or Moonveil? So go ahead and show those.
Just keep in mind that Scott and Mark haven't cut with the Moonveil yet, ever in their life.
The middle one.
So
the middle one. This is the Demon Ronin.
Moonveil cherry needs to be popped.
Oni Ronin or Demon Ronin.
It'll happen at some point.
One way or another.
Steve is flexing. Steve is like, cut with the Awataguchi. Yeah, Steve. Steve is like inspired by the Yamashiro talk over at in Orlando.
That was
Demon, Moonveil. We got about half and half Demon and Moonveil. Up, the Moonveils are taking place. Ray just voted. Ray Gimo should get an extra vote just because.
Yeah, Ray counts as 10. So.
Ray counts as 10 votes, so we'll do Moonveil.
Hey Steve, congratulations on getting your two. Did he put two Yamashiros in there?
He got two Yamashiros in.
Yeah, congratulations, Steve. That's huge, man. To have Marcus Sesko talk about your swords.
I know, that's amazing. Marcus Sesko is one of the foremost experts on Japanese swords. And in Orlando, Steve had 2 out of the 8 swords that were on display. So amazing that. The only thing that's missing is his fanny pack. Yeah, where's your fanny pack, Matt?
Left it at home.
Left it at home. Okay.
You need jorts and Tevas to really have to find them.
The 80s call. The 80s called. They want their outfit back. All right, so here we are. We're cutting with the Moonveil from Elden Ring. Oh, nice cut. That can probably be rewrapped. Let him. Yeah.
I guess Ryan's got it.
That's big enough to rewrap. Yeah. So Moonveil. Oh, hold on a second. Let me bring it over. I forgot to show off the blade.
It's a little fat, yeah. But I think also there's like an opening in the center there.
A little fat with an opening in the center? I don't even want to hear this, man.
These
So this one is clay tempered. It is a Damascus style, or actually a folded steel blade. So this is Moonveil. Let's see.
Folded and it's got a natural hummel, so this thing's got a lot of cool
Mr.
stuff.
Wildme says he has Moonveil.
Nice.
Zatuichi is saying your swords are amazing. Steve. Habakiri, maybe we'll do it next time. I've never swung a sword in my life, but I'm so blown away by this content. Thank you, Kurt.
Thank you. Unlike that one guy.
Can someone try a kiriage? You know what? Scott loves doing his gear. Yeah, he's really good at kiriage. Hello, Daniel
I can do
Alonso.
it sometimes, not consistently. These are tough. Yeah,
These are tough. These mats have not been soaked long enough. That one, wow, another shard. Yeah, nice cut there.
Kiriage just means upward rising cut, but for us, we call Kiriage a vertical cut. So
Yeah, we do have medieval swords.
but I mean, different will have different terminology.
If only it shoot out a wave of blue light. We're gonna cut with Giyu's sword later.
Well regarded potential sort of.
Yes, Moonveil's 275. Thank you, Blake.
All right, so I'm going for a scrap now.
He's cutting for a scrap, which is as insecure as Matt's ego.
It's 11.
Nice! Wow, nice cut. Might have to pick one up to celebrate you finally beating Elden Ring. Ronan, Aaron Scudder, go for the trifecta. We have Nakakiba, Moonveil, and
Rivers of Blood.
Rivers of Blood. Yeah.
Scoot Town.
Ray said that his fanny pack turned into his shorts. Oh, we have way too much fun here.
Yeah, we have Rivers of Blood that we call Rob. Rivers of Blood. Yeah.
All right, here we are. We're still cutting with Moonveil. Almost made it through.
Still trying to cut. You need to bleep that out. You need to bleep that out when you repost it.
Leave it. No, just leave it hanging. Leave it hanging. No, I want to see whoever cuts next can cut through both the hanging chads and I'll be really impressed if you can cut through the hanging chads. Trying too hard.
More hanging chads. Come on, Scott. Redeem them.
More hanging chads there. So anyway.
You got it, Scott. You got it. I believe. Kai shot me.
It's hanging by a thread in a rubber band.
It's really loose.
It's really loose.
It's just coming apart, guys. You got it in.
Yeah.
Nice though.
All right.
All right.
Do we want to unpeg that?
See if I can.
Matt is a hell of a good cutter. Matt is not cutting. Matt is out of practice. No, it was Michael Snyder. Our buddy Michael Snyder said that.
Hey, thanks for.
That's Matt, by the way, right there, in the 80s shorts.
I'm Mark. That's Ryan. That's Scott over there. That's Matt.
You know, it gets kind of all mixed up in my head because we have a Matt and a Mark. We have a Ryan Matthews, which has a Matt in it too.
Hey, at least you're not my in-laws, okay? They have a Minta, a Marshall, and a McCray, and now a Mark.
What's his nickname? Hitokiri Matosa.
Yeah, that's what they call me. That's so cool. I like that.
All right. As he lines up for a shot, the wind is blowing to the east.
Quiet on the course, please.
That's a bold strategy. 4.
4. Oh! I think did you make it through?
You guys are too much.
I think having the full house has given us a lot of
This
good
thing is
energy.
hella loose.
Yeah.
What happened there? It's like he whacked it so hard it came loose.
It was just getting more and more unraveled with
I
each
think it's
cut.
because these mats are like two mats in one that are stitched together.
They're really
Or is
tough
this the
mats.
cross stitch type? It's not cross stitch. These are this particular batch is pretty tough.
They've been soaking for 3 days.
Hey Jill, that's one of the interesting things about tatami mats is because they've been walked all over for years. They'll use tatami mats, so they have this really dense consistency. This is sort of like the benchmark for cutting Japanese swords.
All right, so Ryan, you just went.
Matt has good posture. That's Matt right there in the background, not Ryan, but right there in the very back. That's Matt. He has awful posture. He has stiff shoulders. I teach him Wing Chun, and I can't get him to relax. And now he's wearing shorts from the 80s. So no. All right, Giyu or the Oni Ronin. Giyu or Oni Ronin. Which guys you guys see us want to cut with? Jade Giant. We just cut with Moonveil. Yeah. Now we have the Oni Ronin and Giyu. What do you guys want to see us cut with?
Shiny.
Someone, hey Ambu, long time no see.
Ambu, what's up, man?
Steve calls for the Oni. Steve has 50 votes. We're gonna go with Oni just because. Go ahead and show that. Show it first. Show it.
Oh, we have a Kaisuke Shoshin Hana we can use as well.
We have a Taisuke Shoshin Hana. We'll do that over. Okay, go ahead and we'll sew this first. We're gonna do this one, and then we'll let you guys decide if you want to see us cut with Giyu or the Shoshin Hana. Which Shoshin? Is this one of the new Shoshin Hanas?
That's not a Shoshin Hana.
No, I mean the one that we have. Is that Rob is one of the new ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the new ones.
Because the new ones are what we need to. We need to change the stats on the listing or the old stats because it's listed at 28 3/4 and it's now 29 inches. Beautiful Hummel, beautiful polish on this. It does have that. We have a lot of swords with this particular Hummel or Tsuba on it.
The Oni fittings. The Norwegian blue.
What is this? So what is this? You said Scott. What is this particular Oni? Is this like the spurned wife?
It's the Demon Ronin.
No, I mean the Tsuba. What does the Tsuba
You mean
depict?
a Hanya?
A Hanya? Is that a Hanya?
Is it a Hanya? Yeah.
So it's a Hanya.
So
Tell us what-
Hanya isn't just a Japanese demon. You usually see somebody tattooed. It's a pissed off, scorned samurai wife. So in Japanese culture, specifically medieval Japanese culture or feudal Japanese culture, the samurai was allowed to have mistresses, and the wife was left at home to take care of the homestead and the children. And some women, it was believed, would become so jealous that they would grow teeth and horns to become these demons, which is what a Hanya is.
This
So,
kind of explains what's going on in my household.
yeah, same here.
No, okay.
But if I call my wife Hanya, she won't talk to me for a week.
Yeah, here's the thing: is
I've learned
that
that.
Japanese culture has one of the biggest cheating cultures ever.
But not,
yeah.
not on tatami, because that's not.
Well, a lot of Japanese women feel if their males see a prostitute, it's not considered cheating.
Yes, that's true too.
I was like, I thought you were saying to do it. I was like,
Not in my household, though.
All right, your son got 3 high-tech lightsabers. Awesome.
Oh, sweet. Hopefully they're red.
Or purple.
Or youngling killing blue.
Only youngling killing. Whoa, that was like a weird angle that sent the rubber band flying. Yeah, that's where the rubber band ended up. It was like one of the drape itself over Moonveil there.
Shots fired.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Katana. Oh, that I know the rubber bands are flying. Let's
That's right. Tonight is Hit John with Rubber Band Night.
Last time I think it hit Scott.
My leg.
Oh, my hip.
19 pounds.
Yes, the Demon Ronin. This is a really excellent deal for $300. This is like a T10 with a beautiful polish.
これはチンボギです。
Two complete different spots, and it worked.
One's right here and one's right
Remember, we got to mark the sword as having been used.
Just everyone cuts further down the blade.
Hey, make sure you put a dot on that tag so you cut with it.
Yeah.
That should be Matt who does that.
Ooh,
Nice, beautiful angle.
nice little pork
Beautiful
cutlet.
angle.
Scooplet.
A scooplet.
There's no scoop though.
All right. Let's see. Kevin Blank. We're located in Richmond, Virginia. Oh, that sound was amazing. Can you show the little scrap he got? It was such a nice angle. Totally corkscrewed that. All right.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
Visit our website, rva-katana.com. This is called the Demon Ronin.
Rebate. Yeah.
Man, the rubber bands you guys are like hitting the rubber bands. It's like, we're not going to recycle these rubber bands. We're going to cut them.
It's like these are things we're aiming for now.
It's a badge of honor to hit the rubber band. Let's see. Marks makes such a fast cut. Yeah, he has those big forearms from his nighttime activities. Man.
Band again.
You know what part of Popeye never gets rusty? The part he keeps in olive oil.
Kevin Frank, yes, RVA. RVA is Richmond, Virginia. For the long time, Richmond was looking for a slogan to sort of escape its Confederate past, to say we're new and we're hip. And somehow RVA came into being. So here we are, RVA Katana in Richmond, Virginia.
Trying to get fancy. I want to get a rebate.
Re-rubber band that.
And give it a rebate. Let me get out of the way next time. Oh, you're in the splash zone, baby.
I was in the splash zone for that one.
You're at work
I
on
mean,
that,
it
you
could
know?
be worse. You could be standing here like we used to.
You learn quick.
Yeah, Guar's from Richmond, Pally.
Yeah, bro, I got some Tommy stand.
We are Guar. Wow. Did you like hit it right in the exact same spot?
Yeah, the exact same spot.
That's good aim.
Redemption.
Redemption.
I forgive you for hitting me. That was worth it.
Richmond also has bad our slingshot maker RVA catapults. No way! Sketchy Slings, send us a message. I would love to talk to them. We could do a collab. I would totally do a collab with another Richmond organization like that. Oh! Do it again! Oh! Nice.
Yeah.
Nice cut.
This is a fun sword.
That is, yeah. So once again, this is the Demon Oni Ronin? No, Demon Ronin or Oni Ronin. I don't know which. Demon Ronin. $300 sword.
Comes with the free stand and a nice case.
It comes with a free stand. It's one of the few swords we have that comes with a free stand.
Most don't.
Most do not.
There you
It's just a gorgeous polish.
There's no scratches on there.
Let me hold this up.
Look at it. We're cut on the Monoichi.
They cut all. You guys cut all over the Manouchi, and there is. I don't see a scuff on
I
it.
love that band.
Cut on the Manouchi.
Or no, that's a song.
Beautiful hamon line on that. That is such a beautiful polish.
Yeah, you did a good job.
It's a really nice sword. So this is once again, and their silver archer and the gold archer are also just really
Basically
amazing
the same
swords.
blade, right? Just
Same
different,
blade.
Different furniture. Nice slim saya.
I get people be like, did you just poke it in like
Buffalo horn.
I'm so glad they had it.
He hosts a slingshot shootout every other weekend. He has a range at his house. That's pretty cool.
down the friends list? Here we go.
Yes, we're in Richmond, Virginia.
We're back in business, boys.
All right. Do you guys want to see us cut with the Giyu or with Rob's tight ski,
The Shoshin Hana.
the Shoshin Hana?
Where'd you put it, Rob?
So you can either see us cut with an anime sword or an $800 sword. So far, the tight skis have. He totally missed the hole, like his wife says. That's right. If you don't. Up, everyone's saying tight ski.
Want me to hold your katana, Rob? Oh my god.
You guys, do you guys want to see us cut with the $800 Taitsuki or the $150 Giyu? $225 Giyu, actually. Yeah, this is the other one.
Yeah.
An $1,800 sword. We can show one to you after we are said and done.
Whoa, this is crazy.
Oh, you're watching the stream?
Glenn Cutler, do we ever cut with a Nihonto? He has a Nihonto that he cuts with. Scott, I keep my Nihonto away from him because he would cut with them if he could get a hold of them. But yeah, we do. Scott's, what is your philosophy on this?
Excluding some really high-end valuable Nihonto, I feel you honor the smith if you cut once a year with it, maybe a pull noodle or tatami. And you can't complain there's nobody in the United States to polish swords unless they get swords brought to them. And how would they ever get swords if they get scratched? And how would they get scratched? By cutting with them. So a lot of people are like, yeah, they're complaining that it costs $100 an inch to polish and sharpen Nihonto. It's because there's only, what, 2 or 3 dudes doing it? They used to be able to do it full-time jobs. Now it's a side gig, and that's because they're not getting enough business. So how would they get enough business? By getting scratched swords. So obviously a lot of people don't agree with me, and I'm talking more Gendai To, Showa To. I'm not talking really Koto era stuff. But
Yeah. I feel you. All right, who's the last one to cut?
So, do you want, since this is your sword, do you want the honor of the first cut?
Oh, Rob!
Rob. All right, this is Rob's sword. Come show it off. Come show it off. Bring it over.
Rob's first time ever cutting was here.
Here, go ahead and show the sword. Bring it closer. Bring it.
Show it to the camera.
Yeah, we want to show this to the camera. Look up. So here we are. This is a Taitsuki Shoshin Hana. Let me actually hold this, please. The Shoshin Hana is genuine leather. Everything is handmade. So like most swords coming out of China, they are sort of standardized using standardized parts. But Shoshin, the Taitsuki, they handcraft every single bit of this sword from the habaki. Go ahead and show that sageo.
Nice shigeuchi. We put these nice little metal trimmings on there. Buffalo horn. So this sword was geared. This is like their first real martial artist geared sword. It's about $1,000.
Yes, Steve, it's Sin for the win. Sin for TW.
Who was that?
Synthetic for Taiwan is what I always say it. Steve. All right, so here we are, the honor of the first cut with the Taitsuki Shoshin Hana.
I need redemption. Be a little closer. A little closer. I was a little too far.
Do you do a lot of? You don't do a lot of cutting in your Yuha, right?
I do not. No.
Stand here so you have more room.
Oh yeah, that would actually help a lot.
He just got his second degree, but they don't do a lot of cutting. And here's the thing: is like,
Mostly EI.
yeah. Here's the thing: is that there are people who take great pride in how well they cut a mat. No one's ever going to attack you.
Nice cut.
No one's ever going to attack you with a
There's
mat.
my
I take that back. Scott will attack you with a mat.
All right, Ryan.
Do you guys have what they call imitation swords that are made in Japan? Those would be mogito. And no, we have had mogito that people have dropped off with us.
Thank you for watching.
Pause for a second. Let me collect this piece here because this is a cuttable piece. Taitsuki Shoshin Hana is. I mean, ooh, I was way too close to that.
I guess we're just changing up the order now.
It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, there are mogito that are made in Japan, Glenn. They're usually made of zinc alloy or chrome. They're made of a chrome steel.
Yeah, Menosaka, Tozando, Noshiro, made in Sangyo.
Well, actually, in Seki City, there's this place that just pumps out like souvenir katana, which are not real. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like shaving little bits off the top.
Cuts.
It takes a lot of control, except that he probably.
Oh, that
was a nice cut.
Nice.
Foxow.
The thok sound.
A thok sound. I heard foxow, which is a total Wing Chun technique, and I was like,
That's what I said.
yes, it must. Warren Nass asks, "What is your Ryuha?" Are you asking Mark what his Ryuha is?
Mugairyu. I've been
He does.
in some Scott's classes.
He does Mugairyu and Kukishinru.
And Weebdu. No, I'm just kidding.
That's Hibachi-ryu.
Hibachi-ryu.
Hibachi tip on
We don't have any butterfly knives, which is kind of crazy because
Oh, Kai Shakunin.
we have learned that we should not try to cut with this little hanging chad here. Yeah, Glenn, there is a place in Seki, Japan, where they just pump out like chrome swords. These are the things you'll see in restaurants and souvenir shops and stuff like that. Like Japanese, and here's the thing: a Japanese-made imitation sword is actually really nice. I mean, obviously you can't cut with them, but the parts and everything—they're cast parts, but they're put together really nicely. We are sucking it. How close do you stand to a man swinging a sharp weapon? We try to keep about 10 feet away. So right now, you probably don't get a sense of the distance, but I'm about 10 feet away. Re-rubber band that.
I'll take the scrap on top. It's fine.
But I'm with you.
I just did a kitty hug it, but I didn't do very well. Not my sword.
We're cutting with ops.
I'm using the not my sword.
Excuse. Not my sword. It's like,
Quote on big sweep.
let's see. Is Hanwei still making stuff? We hear they stopped and we hear someone acquired them and they might be working again.
That's rumors, but I really haven't heard anything.
Do you soak the bamboo? This is not bamboo, but yes. If you do not soak them, they are very hard to cut. Like really
We don't suck bamboo.
stupid hard to cut.
And very dusty, too.
And very dusty. Let's see. Put an edge on Chinese swords and use them as beaters. So the swords, like the imitation swords, if you put an edge on them, they will break very easily. They're not meant for impacts. Yeah, this is Tatami Omote. Dragon King takeover, that was the plan.
All right, so I'm aiming for this portion.
Kevin Frank, we're like over 10 feet away from this. It looks closer than it really is.
Because of the lens makes us look like we're really close.
Yeah.
It also makes us look less fat. So nice redemption. The rubber bands are not surviving today.
No, they are not. Can I fix this angle?
Go for it. Nice. Nice smooth cut. Yeah, we're a good 10 feet away. Tatami mats are expensive, said Mr. Nobody. Indeed.
Try to get as many cuts as you can.
So Matt was cutting in Japan for 6 months, and in each class they would cut 10 mats.
The thing is, in Japan, it's free for the schools.
Matt, how many mats were you cutting at the end of each class with Yushin Tensei? Oh, 5 mats, but how many times a week?
3 times a week.
3 times a week you're cutting. That's
So
15
Jimmy
mats,
Johnson,
yeah.
we try to soak the mats for 24 to 48 hours. Sometimes longer is better, especially these used mats because they're so dense. If you don't soak them, it's like almost impossible to cut through. Nice cut. Let's see. What brand would you recommend for a beginner Iaido student as a practice katana? Are you looking for a sharp one, Richard? If you're looking for a sharp one, get the Moritaka Vortex. The Vortex.
Or the Cloud Hammer Iaitos that we have are really nice.
Do you know what a Fukushima Masanori Tachi? Did you just Google the most expensive sword ever sold? I've never heard of that before. Seriously, everyone always asks us about the Fukushima Masanori Tachi or the Masamune, the Honjo Masamune. Dudes, yes, we know what they are.
Who makes your Iaito there? This is a Tozando?
Tozando makes a really good Iaito, for those of you who want to actually practice.
My Iaito is a Tozando.
We have 650 people on YouTube alone right now.
Nice.
Is this a 28-inch Nagasa?
We have 1,000 people watching us between.
2.45 shakus.
Oh no, we just had a sudden drop in YouTube members because there is a sword teacher here. We don't need comments from the peanut gallery. No, we don't mind the comments from the peanut gallery. You don't have to delete them. Yeah. What makes them expensive? The blade type. There are many things that contribute to the price. All right, we're doing scraps now. Is the base secure? The base. No, is the base secure?
The base is not.
The base is not secure. So 2 unsecured surfaces
And 1 insecure cutter.
and 1 insecure cutter.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong.
He's very secure in his cutting ability, actually.
That's not what the man bun said.
Yeah, you're just jealous.
Yeah, I'm
I am kind of jealous, actually. What's the best sword to buy? Creative King, it really depends on what you want to do with your sword. Do we sell genuine Japanese katana? Yes, we have some SS. We don't have a lot. We only have about 30 or 40 of them, as opposed to like 600 plus like other ones. You know, we're not really Nihonto dealers. We just happen to have them. Mods ban anyone make fun of Scott's wrists?
It's usually my wrists that get made fun
I was gonna say I like to make fun of Scott's wrists. You guys gonna ban me? Let's see. When making swords, do the Japanese use carbon throughout the blade? There are different levels of carbon depending on what part of the blade with traditional swords.
The Omukage? All right, Ryan.
Will this help in World War III? I don't think so.
that purple of death. Yeah.
Mark's top knot slipped down, says Steve.
He called it vermilion. Didn't he call it vermilion or vermouth or something?
Vermouth?
You're vermouth.
Holy crap. We have 730 people on TikTok
Welcome.
and 561 on YouTube. So, oh!
Oh, wow. Nice.
Another cut. Take it.
It's pretty hard. They're pretty loose. Look how loosened up they get.
Yeah, this thing is like falling apart.
Yeah, cutting loose mats is not easy. The looser they are, the harder. That sounds really bad. Mark knows all about loose mats.
Yeah, Matt.
The blade goes all the way, yes, the tang goes through the handle. Nice, nice cut. Did you hear the whoosh? We're having fun right now with Rob's Taisuke Shoshin Hana.
Oh, that thing's
Great kaze, says Trevor Payne.
Thank you.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, this thing sings. Yeah, Taisuke really listened to the feedback from the first generation of these.
Wild Fang, you make my sword swing. Sing. Let's see. Taisuke Shoshin Hana. This is one of our best. Like, it's one of our best. It's a hand. Everything about this sword is handmade. So
Scott's like, nah, I want the Jade Giant.
he's like, not to be outdone, I'm going to use the Jade Giant. This is a very big sword here, by the way. This is a Tachi. What?
Dunk.
I think you
Really
just
hard to cut.
bash that.
Yeah. It wasn't really. I'm gonna cut this.
Here is the other thing. Swords in actual combat were rarely used to cut through things.
Cut into, yes, but not necessarily. Nice.
Man, this thing
All right.
is so.
I think we're out of. No, we've got one more base. All your base where it belongs to us.
I have ordered 24 rack stand. Warren, did you order a 24 rack stand from us?
How long ago?
Because well, Warren Nass is in Australia, so we couldn't really ship that. That's a really expensive thing to
When
ship.
did you order it?
Did you order from us? Yes, we do have long swords, Creative King.
We do have Das Langenschwert.
Uh-oh.
What are you doing? No sir.
Nothing.
It's RVA Katana after hours, Rob.
What do your Japanese swords go for? Do you mean a Japanese-made one? The Japanese-made ones start at about 80 bucks.
That was nice.
It was live. I saw it.
Good job.
That was nice.
Yeah, the only one of us trained in HEMA. Mark is the only one trained in HEMA. Though, I mean, if you know how to, the basic cuts really aren't all that different.
They really aren't.
Yeah, we cut with long swords
Angles are
before.
angles, right? Yeah.
All right, who wants to get the last scrap?
I think we're done.
I'll take it. No one else wants.
Go for it.
All right, let's
All right, this is our last cut, and after that, we'll give you a tour of the shop. We have 650 different types of swords. Half a sword for every person who's watching us live right now. Nice. All right.
His preferred cutting position is on one knee.
His preferred position in general is one knee. So we'll set this up. We'll set this up.
Don't give him the sword back, Mark.
It's mine now.
Mine. All right.
Call Jimmy. I'll
Here's like some of our new swords that just came in. These are really nice.
All right, you guys are sweeping this time because I did last time.
Can you guys sweep up from the right here really in close? I feel like I'm boxed in right now. So yeah, we have about
Wow, Mark.
Yaruna. Nanayutonen.
6 months, then when you come back.
Yes, we have Jan. We're actually in the Jan corner right now while we set up the rest of the shop.
Wait till you forget about it.
Lots of Jan over here. Live for swords? Yeah. Visit our website, rva-katana.com. Warren Nast. Did we? I don't, the 24 stand, I don't think we can ship it. I'll look into that, Warren. I don't remember seeing that. Shipping for the 24 tier stand would be probably like close to $400 or $500. It's insane. To go into Australia, yeah.
Length and the weight.
Ray Skinsaya, yeah, Michael Snyder. I'm a big fan of that. Longsword. You want to see the longsword? Well, we have several longswords. We have a lot of longswords over here. Here are actually like our Viking and shorter swords right over there. But long swords all through here. Here's some great swords, long swords, more long swords. We have a lot of long swords. Katana, we started $80 to go way into the thousands. These are all functional swords. We just finished cutting. Let's see. Heaviest we have is probably the Dante's Rebellion. That thing is a freaking beast of a sword. Cloudhammer Dow, Gavin Stewart, they're really way up high. We really can't reach it very well.
What?
There's Dante Rebellion from Devil May Cry. Another big sword. Three Sword Man wants to see Amethyst Storm. Is this Eli? Three Sword, is it the Swordsman? Are you Eli? Someone tall, can they grab? Actually, I'm tall.
I was about to say, John, come on.
We had these people like, it's like, you look a lot taller in person. I'm like, okay. Here we are. This is amethyst. It's made of orishigane. Let me hold it at an angle here. I got it. So you can see the details in the steel. This is an orishigane sword. A lot more detail in this sword compared to a regular Longtren sword. It's made in Longtren. James Colfer, yes, there is a chance it is not as S5. So what you can do, can you guys, let's see, where is S5? Here's an S5 longsword. Can you, I'm going to put that up really quickly. All right, you show the S5 longsword and show them how to do a bend test with this guy. So James, this is how you do a bend test right here. So you can see here, he's going to push into it, and if it doesn't flex back, just true, then it's most likely S7. That's basically been our way of testing it. S7, if it's heat treated like S5, ends up being very soft, and so that is the best way to test it. And if it turns out that that is a chance, then let us know and we'll swap it out. Or give you credit for another sword. Let's see, do you have Mihawk sword? We don't. Most expensive sword we have are antiques. All right, David Washington is all caps asking to see the Meow Dao. David, yeah, where's the step stool? Someone grab a step stool?
It's behind
Right, meow.
this one. Ryan, make yourself useful.
No, not that one. Go show that one anyway. Show that one. While we're waiting, we'll show you the Ming Chang Dao. This one's a really cool sword.
What's so funny, meow?
So this is one of our newest acquisitions from Phoenix Armory. Beautiful Sanmai blade. This is a Ming Chang. This is a Chang Dao. So yeah, James Colfer, let us know. Do that bend test, and if there's an issue, let us know, and we'll make it right. Sword Art Online, we only have Yuki's Demon Slasher, or Yuki's Obsidian Slasher. All right, David Washington, because you're so awesome, we're gonna climb up here. Scott is gonna risk life and limb on this. Okay, he's not risking anything. Start with the one on top. Might as well show both while we're up there. Mark will show the Ming Chang Dao. Or no, this is the Miao Dao. But wait, this is the Miao Dao. Good, and we'll have them both out at the same time so you can see the differences in the Miao Dao versus the Ming Chang Dao. Miao Dao, you see, is the equivalent of a Japanese hirazukuri. It's a very flat blade. This would have been considered a civilian sword. This is the Ming Chang Dao. It's shaped a little bit more like a shobuzukuri. Yeah, it has a ridge line. This is actually, historically, this came first. It was the Ming Chang Dao descended from Odachi and from Japan. And then the Miao Dao evolved from the Ming Chang Dao.
An interesting thing where the China was now influenced by something the Japanese have created, instead of vice versa.
But don't tell the Chinese that. Yeah. Katanas are overrated. I'd love to see an Irish pommel ring sword. All right. You're in luck. We have one right there. And Mark is more than happy to tell us about it.
I am.
As soon as he turns over there. So there's the 6-sided Jin with ray skin wrap. Well, we sold out of it. We might show as having one, but we currently don't actually run and rise.
Legacy arms, 10.5 Irish ring pommel sword.
We don't have.
Popular in Ireland and in Scotland, but not as much. Mostly an Irish thing.
We do sell shirts online, Jimmy Johnson. Visit our website, rva-katana.com. All the swords are listed on the website, Jonathan Create, or almost all of them, probably 99% of them.
They should all be on.
Our AJR, we're based in Richmond, Virginia. I got the red plum and it has oil on it. Do I clean it off? No. The oil will keep it from rusting. So you can if you want to wipe off the oil, you can do that, but just put another layer of oil on, otherwise it'll rust. J-Dog, the website is rva-katana.com. You can see right there our logo. Actually, there we are, RVA Katana. You'll see that, rva-katana.com. The Miao Dao, David, it should be on the website. I'm actually not even 100% sure how much it is, but it should be on the website. Are you cutting more of the green stuff tonight? The tatami mats? No, we are done. We finished cutting for the day. This is the scraps for those of you know. This just got here. These are the victims of these guys cutting.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, Rob, you want to see the Rivers of Blood, right?
So if I visit the shop in Richmond, I can? Yes, Justin. We love having visitors.
So because Rob hasn't seen it yet, the Rivers of Blood.
Rivers of Blood right there.
Oh my God, look at that.
We do have Conan sword.
That's great. It's my favorite troll weapon in PvP.
Looking for a great sword with a thick blade. Obi-Wan. What a great name. Obi-Wan, J-U-A-N. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
Are you talking about thick or wide? Do you want a wide sword or a thick sword?
Because those are technically two different.
Tatami stink. These tatami do not smell quite as... They can smell. It really depends.
Well, we also do a trick by putting rubbing alcohol in the water to help mitigate the smell.
Yeah, the ones that they used at the Orlando Sword Show smelled like something died in the water.
Yeah, that's because they didn't sanitize.
Rurouni Kenshin's reverse blade. Yes, we do. The swords are sharp, Baby Yoda.
You're not Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda can't talk.
What if my sword gets lost during shipping? Then we claim insurance and we'll send you another one.
Something. Dude,
But now
Yeah.
you know cuts.
Yeah, the hallway, even the room stank when they were doing the Yamashiro exhibit. Good katana that cuts well with the iron fittings. Get the Vortex. The Vortex. Awesome last glimpse. I hope you enjoy this. Visit our website, rva-katana.com. John Snowsword. We can show you John Snowsword.
You know nothing, John Kong.
How much is the Walking Dead katana? It is $200. We have two versions, $200 and $775. The reverse, yes, the reverse, the backward blade is reverse tempered. Well, one kind is. We do have Damascus blades. One is true hardened, one is differentially hardened. I'm in Yorktown. Yeah, that's not far away.
Yeah, you can
Like
drive
what?
with
Less than
us
an hour. Batosai? You can show Batosai.
While we're on the Kenshin
Yeah,
theme.
we just Kevin Frank. I think you just got one of these.
These
Kevin,
things
right?
cut,
Kevin?
like, way better than they have any right to.
We actually found a box of 4 of them in storage.
All right.
Used to fish there all the time. What are the orange ones above his head? Those are the Afro Samurai
So
swords.
they're actually brown, but the camera's compensating for my pasty complexion.
He beat me to it. Can you guys do a high-end Kusabi Maru, more game accurate with higher-end fittings?
Theoretically.
In theory, yes. Because Cloudhammer did a really high-end
Fushigiri.
Fushigiri.
Yeah.
Scott is closer to my build physically. Does he enjoy any different obi? I think he uses pretty standard.
I use a specific kakuobi.
There is the. Yeah. Do you have the 50%? 50? Yes. That's called a nagamaki. 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 You can look for defender. Look for the word defender, and you'll see it there. So there's the defender nagamaki.
This is like our biggest Nagamaki right now.
1,000 Demon Dagger. We do have the 1,000
Actually,
Demon
no,
Dagger.
We have that giant one up in the window.
Yeah, we do. Suteki no Ken, or Tsurugi. I would like a sword from Doom Slayer. Would wield it there. Never heard of it.
Oh, from the Doom Dark Ages game, we don't have any.
Nodachi right over there.
Right on the same rack.
On the same rack. Can you show the 1,000 Demon Dagger when you have a chance?
Yeah. So,
So-
here's a 38-inch Nagasa Oldachi. It's our last one for the moment until we get more in.
Wadawichi Monchi, we do have. There is, what is it? There's Sasuke's sword, but can you show the 1,000 Demon Dagger?
Cyberpunk sword.
Similar sword for World War II. You're talking about Gunto. We don't have it. We don't carry Gunto.
Yeah, Shin Gunto have some really bad mojo associated with them.
Thoughts on the new Japan law? You mean the one where they don't allow swords to be used for demonstrations and stuff?
No,
For tourists?
Yeah.
No more samurai experience.
Which is unfortunate, but I mean, I get it.
Yeah, I don't know. Legolas sword, we don't. Black Immortal Blade over here. We do have
Lego more swords.
Conan right there. Mortal Blade here. Tesagai, we don't have.
That side would be like 40, 50, 100 pounds.
Red Hood, yes. The Vortex, we have Vortex in several models, both Nohi and Bohi, with Bohi and without Bohi. Vortexes, we usually say if you're starting off and want to do cutting, the Vortex is a really good one. Any antiques from the 17th and 18th century? Yes, Richard Frederick, we do. Those are Shinto swords in Japan. What happened?
He's saying on your left.
Oh, Emma sword, yes. Tameshigiri katana, you can cut with a lot of these. The 1,000 Demon Dagger is 150. Wadawichi Monji, yes. We'll show you Wadawichi Monji. The bright blue ones, here's Emma and Wadawichi Monji. The bright blue ones are Bersinger from Aragon and the Master Sword from Legend of Zelda. And there you go. Those are Wadawichi Monji and Enma. Weebs. Oh, that hurts our feelings so much. Matthew Kerr in the house. You missed us cutting with your Jade Giant. Sword Art Online, we only have Yuki's Obsidian Slasher.
Rat tire.
Are the Vortex or Razor signed? No. They are not. Actually, wait. Yes, they are. Curtis, they are. They're signed Moritaka. I forgot. But they're laser engraved, so it's not true signature. Can you show those two Tachi with the pronounced curve to your 11 o'clock? Those are the, that's the Afro Samurai.
Yeah, I was just showing these earlier.
Yeah, we have one that's clay tempered and one that is a through hardened. We have had interesting time cutting with this.
Yeah.
Justin, we do cut and we do just basic maintenance. We actually helped a guy clean his antique sword. He brought an antique. This guy brought in a 500-year-old sword yesterday for us to clean.
I didn't even get to look at it.
All we had to do really was to wipe it down.
But did you educate him a little bit on?
We did.
That's
Of course
cool.
we did.
That's really cool. And we didn't degrade him or denigrate him because he didn't know, but now he knows.
Clutch from Portsmouth. I think I've heard of them. Clutch? Have you heard of them?
Yeah, of course. Clutch is a huge band.
Any new S5? No. We are getting a Cloudhammer shipment pretty soon, but they're not sending us new S5 until they get their crap straight there. Average value of swords you're using to cut the mats. Today we cut with, the lowest end one was what, 150?
Yeah.
Yeah.
150 to 500, I think. Oh no, 800 today. Ren probably isn't 3K. It really depends on where.
Comparing the new Swordier, new to us, the new Swordier Viking,
To the Hanwei.
Damascus to
Tinker.
the Hanwei Tinker. Yeah. Somebody had asked about the size difference, so there you go.
And Dural, we're out of stock, but we will get it back soon. Does it smell like heaven because it looks like heaven? We have a bunch of nerds here who sweat and don't bathe, so no. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We all bathe, but they fart all the time.
Yeah, that's
we soak tatami mat, so it does not smell like heaven in here. Unless your heaven is like
It doesn't smell like rainbows and unicorns.
exactly. Sting, we do actually get a version of Sting called the Halfling Sword, but we're out of stock right now.
That for a hot minute.
Yeah, we're getting it back at the end of July. Martial artist Scott tends to bathe less as Spark Sniper. Let's see. What sword was that guy, the black shirt? Probably the Viking sword. Was that the Viking sword you were just showing?
Yeah, we were just showing two different Viking swords.
Here's one of the nicer swordier Viking swords. The blind man sword, that's a Zatoichi. We do have it.
Can you see the grains in that? Or is this what happened?
Grains. Let me try to hold it so it's everyone can see it. There you go.
This one is cool. It's pattern welded as well, but it also has the cast bronze.
Yeah,
Oh,
really
that was,
nice.
yeah, they call it white copper. That's what they call it. It's bronze, right? White
Uh,
copper and bronze are the same.
I don't know actually.
I see it listed as bronze, so that's what I wrote on the back of the tag.
Yeah, on their site they say white copper.
How much is Wada? Wada Ichimonji is 150. Do you have Rivers of Blood? Yes, Rivers of Blood and Moonveil, and Nagakiba. We have all those. We have those three swords. Longest Nodachi would be Nagakiba at 42 inches.
Yeah, Nagakiba has about a 43-inch Nagasa.
Boots or Crucible Viking sword. I don't know anyone who makes one of those. At least not.
No. Put this thing upside down.
We do have Kusanagi. Well, we have like.
Squire.
We don't have the National Treasure Kusanagi, but we do have Sasuke's Kusanagi.
Holy crap!
How much of those? Which two swords, Evan?
Shorter than your Hanwei, is it?
The Hanwei is a 49-inch Nagasa.
Oh, they're each I think 275, Evan. So there's Nagakiba right there.
It actually doesn't feel too much shorter.
Oh, reverse blade. Sorry about that, Samsonian.
the
We'll show you.
handle length.
We'll show you the reverse blade.
The handle length is very similar. The one on the Hanwei is actually very short.
Here's a reverse blade for you. I thought we already showed the reverse blade.
We did.
Clash of the Titans, no. The huge Nodachi, I believe, is 375. We need to add that to the website.
It's showing 350
Add what to the
on tag,
website?
but we do need it on
Nagakiba.
Nagakiba.
Is there a link to the website? RVA-Katana.com. RVA-Katana stands for Richmond, Virginia.
Or Ryan Michelle's Armory.
Ryan Vishal Armory. We haven't seen Ryan in a while.
Yeah, I hope he's doing all right.
Actually, Ryan was here for our unboxing of something or other. The Nodachi is made of 65 MN. It's a type of high manganese steel. Another Zatoichi right there. Thank you, as always, Blake Meyer. He's always on top of stuff.
Oh yeah, thanks for our mods. You guys are awesome.
Blue Exorcist right there.
Shows the options, which originally was brown cotton. I did it, or originally black. I did it brown.
Ancient wheeled blade that was found in a tomb and was still sharp. Are you?
that Chinese one.
Is you talking about the Sword of Gojian?
We have a replica.
We have a replica of the Sword of Gojian. How much is that? Which one are you asking about, James?
You gotta be more specific with your question. We moved a lot in-
Gangrene. We should have the 29-inch Taishiki Shoshin in about, I hope, next month, but I can't. We're at their mercy. They're sending us 10. I think 3 have already been pre-ordered. Shirasaya no Dachi, we don't have. We can get it.
This looks like a valve out of a car.
Yeah.
It's like a valve. They just attach the sword.
Shikomizue, we do have.
I love this thing. Though. This is the sword of Gojian, the replica of that 2000.
How's it pronounced? Is it what tones do you use for Gotian?
I actually don't know. Gojian, maybe.
Gojian?
I guess.
Gojian. Gojian. I always say Gojian. I don't even know if that's true or not. Here are the Shirasaya right there. Or actually, technically, Shikomizue.
Even technically, Shikomizue are more.
What happened to Shikomizue? I was selling.
Phoenix Arms Wereblade Wolfstalker. Which one?
Do we have the wolf stalker?
Yes, we do.
Where's that Shikomizue? Did you take it home?
Which one?
The new one that just came in. With the brand new Koshidai.
Is one over here.
It was at the top of that line.
I am drawing a blank. Is it Nihonto? Oh, sold. That's sold.
Did Ray sell it?
No. It was another guy. He returned S7. Actually, it was an S5. It turned out to be S5. We did pass the bent. Sasuke Kusanagi, we'll show that to you.
It's the wolf stalker here.
Hema swords, we do.
Well, we don't have Hema sparring swords, but we could get them from Swordier if you want.
High carbon versus high manganese. High carbon is basically at least, I believe, 0.5% carbon. And it's basically carbon and very few other alloys to it. Manganese, high manganese is high in manganese, has a little bit of silicon, tougher sword in general.
Yeah, resist chipping.
Did you guys show the Wereblade?
I was just
Oh, you're just showing it. Sorry, I was reading comments. Can you draw the Nodachi alone? Yes, we can.
Yeah. Okairi.
Ha?
Matane.
Okairi?
Okairi.
Okairi?
Okairi.
Wakarahen no ka, omae?
Oh, mine. Cybermato no mega.
You can say osaki ni shitsure shimasu. Yes.
Hi, Yamata. Kiyosuke.
It's like, I'm leaving early, sorry. Wow, he totally...
If I didn't have the Sagio there, I could have done it more easily.
Otsukare-sama deshita.
A large Nodachi made of tamahagane. Would be hard. We could probably do it, but it'd be super expensive because the fail rate would be very high. They'd have to make several before they actually before the heat treat took.
It would be so expensive.
It'd be insanely expensive. Yeah, that was Matt wearing the jorts, or not the jorts, the 80s running shorts. Changing your name to Baby Batosai. I respect that.
I like that actually.
Maybe Matosai.
Baby
Michael Snyder. I was thinking about getting a Ken with the Fudomyo engraving.
That'd be cool.
Do we have that new one we just got?
Of course we do.
It's way up there though.
This is one of our coolest little Tanto here.
All
The
right,
Osaraku.
Pretty cool blade, right? Pretty
Osaraku
cool.
right there.
Osaraku, right? Bam.
Check out that Horimono. That Horimono is just like sick.
2-color Fudomyo.
Here's another Horimono. Not quite. It's cool, but not quite as cool.
Yeah.
Jason, what state are we in? We are in a state of disarray.
Confusion.
We're in Virginia,
Denial.
United States.
We're in Virginia, so anything we ship East Coast is usually about 2 days. Is Shikomizue practical, unlike the Shirasai? It is more practical, but not as practical as if it's wrapped.
The Shirasai is only for storing blades, so it's mislabeled
Yeah.
Shirasai. You wouldn't use the sword in Shirasai unless you had to. It's not really meant for that.
Yeah, they break really quickly when used.
Yeah, there's no reinforcement. That said, I've seen people convert a Shirasaya to a to Koshirai. Antique Katana. I can show it to you from the outside, but we're not going to go diving into the case, Adrian. We love you, Adrian, but no. Let's see.
Is that the 700-year-old one on the bottom?
The bottom one is the 650-year-old one.
Is the 700-year-old one at your house?
Yes.
Damn it.
So.
Can we get shared custody?
Michael Snyder. That is actually a laser. It's a not laser engraved. It's a CNC engraved Horimono. But here's the thing. I showed it to some of my Nihonto friends, and they thought it was a real carving. They asked me who is the artist who did it. I was like CNC waterjet.
He does great work.
He does great work.
He can reproduce it perfectly every time.
Immaculate.
What is 2 blades you would all pick for apocalypse scenarios? An S5 one, an S5 shock steel,
An
because
S5 and probably a Reaper.
Yeah.
a Reaper for your regular cutting, your S5 to last.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jade Giant cut really well until they started goofing off with it.
It's a fun sword. It's like as a Tachi. It's
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Very top far right.
I bet I probably could have gotten that through the mat if I'd given it a little.
You mean the gold one? Like our right or your right? Here is another Osraku Wakazashi. Here is
Moroha?
is that a Moroha Tanto? Yeah, Moroha double-edged.
And it's Hitatora as well.
Yeah, if Japan had CNC and feudal Japan had CNC, the damn heck they would use it.
Oh yeah.
Laser engraving is not as nice as the CNC, the water jet CNC.
Who would you put on yours, like Bugs Bunny or something?
Me? I don't know.
You put like
He put Godzilla. He totally did
I would
Godzilla.
put
He put a
yeah.
Juggalo ICP Juggalo.
God, I hate ICP.
Hey, do you know what? Can find see if you can find like a Godzilla line art, and we might be able to get that for you.
There is a Gojira Tsuba, that round. I've seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's
I've seen
$100.
this in a Tsuba.
The Jade Giant is right there. We just cut with
You
it.
sent me one, but it's not this one, but yeah.
What sword would you recommend for cutting 5 mats at once? The Reaper, probably,
Reaper, Jade Giant could probably do it.
if you had the right leverage.
I'm not sure.
The guy in the red shirt had it. So the Moroha. Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah, because you said upper right, and I'm thinking like stage right, so it's up there. So yeah. Hooray, drama.
All right, what time is it? It is 9:20.
9:30.
Couple more minutes, we're going to shut this baby down. The Reaper is Legacy Blades, Legacy Steel.
Get reaped.
CNC bikini chick on a motorcycle on our sword. That'll be Marissa. Let's see, Reaper right there. That's one of our favorite, super deep curve, excellent cutter. Just an amazing cutter.
Well, the curve is extra, but it's only like what, 3 centimeters?
I don't know.
It's fun.
Oh yeah,
But it's not, the curvature isn't so bad that it makes Nukiuchi.
Okay, so that Kratos says the 1,000 cherry would be good for 5. We've cut
Yeah.
3 mats. We've cut 3 mats at a time.
my first time cutting through 3 mats was with one of those.
We didn't try 5.
This is the Master of Disaster, Beast of the East.
This
right?
is like a super wide, super long, massive sword here.
That's a straight up Imgur sword right there.
Yeah. That wrap is really tight.
Yeah, Cloudhammer.
We didn't even use it, did you, Kratos?
See you later, Aaron.
Like it's not.
Reaper is 500
it wasn't
bucks.
even used.
Currently, we only have one last one. Kratos, I don't think he used it. I think he just.
Man, I want it for myself. Are we getting more of these?
We are getting clay tempered ones, in fact. Ooh. I knew that. I know that's what you would want.
With the hamon?
Yeah. We're getting both through hardened and clay tempered ones.
Scott and me are both like
Matthew Kerr, we will be cutting in a week. So next Monday around the same time. Last minute, that is, it's T10. This is a really cool T10 one too. This is a, what do you call it? Efutachi. See you later, Warren Nass.
Take care, Warren.
Here's a Kazaridachi.
Kazaridachi, definitely very cool.
Kisaki Moroha.
Kisaki Moroha. We should cut with this again. This was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun to cut with.
This. Yeah, this was fun.
It is not folded. Folded is not good for cutting. Folded, you have a higher chance of forging flaws. Folding was a necessity back in the day, but nowadays you don't need to.
We've come a long way since the 1100s. Craftsmanship, materials, techniques, wisdom.
Material science.
Steve is right. The Choppa would probably annihilate 5 mats.
The what?
The chopper.
The Choppa.
Yeah.
Get to the chopper!
Yeah.
Or this.
Oh,
The Osraku. So what is
No,
it?
not the Osaraku.
Oh.
The Samgakto.
So Pedro Torres is one of our customers down in Florida, and he said that when he cuts with this in class, people just love it and admire it.
I mean, I can see why.
Yeah.
Will the cheaper blades break easily? No, they won't break easily, but they're not going to be as nice as the more expensive blades.
The things that will come apart on the cheaper ones are going to be more likely to handle.
The hand wrap is more likely to come loose.
Spray lacquer that down,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Spray
But
lacquer,
They're
super
full
glue.
tang with
Yeah.
double pegged, full tang and sharp. So
Yep.
our budget stuff's 1060, which, 10 years ago, 1060 was pretty awesome.
The best you could get.
Yeah, I know, right? So there is lower end carbon steel, 1045. A lot of our anime swords are 1045.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you spray lacquer, I mean, for a nicely wrapped sword, you're going to pay a minimum of $225, or you can use a $10 spray lacquer and solve that problem.
Although with inflation, it's more like 15 to 20 bucks for a scan now.
Love how katana are lying the right way. I mean, we're a sword shop. We know how to do that stuff.
Yeah.
But we get schooled all the time by people who don't know.
Yamato, yes. We have 5 versions of the Yamato. 5 versions. That Tachi to your right, second highest.
Yeah.
Second highest. I think he just showed the Efutachi.
Literally just showed
He-
me.
Yeah.
Every sword is upside down this rack.
God. Matt!
John Lee. Oh my gosh. No, wait. John Lee or Simon Lee? Because there's Simon Lee out of Hong
I haven't
Kong.
seen in the hot.
Simon Lee, I think, retired. But oh my God, that guy, he knew how to make a beautiful sword.
Yeah.
Simon Lee, he actually is the one who used to own Zisei. And the expertise that Zisei got came from him.
That's another really cool tattoo.
Yeah,
I
really
love
beautiful
that.
Tachi
Curves
there.
on the handle.
Yeah, it's so cool.
We do this every Monday night, 8:15 p.m.
Story
Eastern.
of death.
Yeah. TM.
Need a nice stand for your Kawa Nakajima. Check out our stands. We have them. Out of S5 steel, after S5 steel, I would choose 80 CRV2, then 9260, and then 5160.
I like SX105V.
SX105V is not, they're asking about durability.
Yep.
So SX105V
durability,
is
yeah.
not quite as durable as 80 CRV. Like 80 CRV2 and SX105V are pretty much very similar, except one is a little tougher, the other has better edge retention, but they're pretty much very similar.
Yeah.
We direct people to SX105V. They're looking for hard and soft target cutter that has good edge retention. So if you're looking at cutting, say, bamboo and tatami and go back and forth, SX105V is really good for maintaining that edge.
You out of
There you
here?
go.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for letting us use your tight ski. Say goodbye to Rob, everybody. Bye, Rob. Okay. That bow was really bad, but that's okay. No, I'm just kidding.
When you're done.
Oh, yeah.
I was just
I mean,
going
we're
over
about to
and
finish
hanging
up
out
anyway.
with-
Oh, you can
Oh,
hang
okay.
out with us, Rob. Show us what do you like? What do you like? Yeah, you haven't been here in a hot minute.
Website for Canadian, buy from us. I don't think there are any sites in Canada. Actually, I take it back. There is Fire and Iron or something. There's a company they mostly do anime swords, if that's what you're looking for. Looking for practitioner swords, get them from us. I traded a cheap display sword. Well, some guy sharpened and sold me for 20. I traded it for a Domino's delivery bag on Marketplace. Awesome.
What do you do with Domino's delivery bag? Just walk into a Domino's and put pizzas in it and act like you're a driver? Good idea.
Here we are. This is the Reaper, one of our favorite cutters. Excellent curvature.
Sounds like something we do in New Jersey. Yeah.
Visit our website, rva-katana.com.
Sorry on that.
We're about to shut down.
Now check this out.
Website is rva-katana.com. Next live, they go live almost every.
Have you ever heard of the
we go
Wicked
live
Thunder
almost every day.
And look at the Kisaki.
Why is this such
Let me
a
just go.
heavy beast?
It's like 3 pounds.
Our store, yes, if you're in Richmond, visit us, rva-katana.com or 1909 West Carey Street.
That puts the Kiss and Kisaki, dude. Look at
Lance,
it.
not every blade is good for cutting. The anime ones can cut, but they're not necessarily great cutting
You need
swords.
to cleave a human? Because I think this is how you pick.
Don't talk about that online, dude.
Should rename that
Sorry.
sword Smooch
I'm
Patrol.
so sorry.
Smooch Patrol, dude.
forgot.
Look how big the Kisaki is.
It is.
Okay, it is 9:30. We will shut this baby down, but thank you all for joining in. Join our Discord, discord.gg/RVA Katana.
Follow us on all the socials.
Follow us on all the socials, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. And we go live a lot. I go live from home and show you 800-year-old swords.
Because he likes to flex.
They're all fake.
They're all fake. And then, we do cutting on Monday nights. We do unboxings when we get them. And thank you all again for joining
Thanks
in.
for hanging out. Have a great rest of your night.
Good night, everybody.
Cool, everybody.
We are
He's hitting
not.
that heat wave.
C is what one of B is. What'd you say?
Said hydrate.
Facebook
Straight water.
is down.
Drake.
Facebook is
Hydrate.
down.
With a T.
Let's see.
I can't understand your goofy accent, Rob. What are you trying to say?
We are all still live, by the way.
Rob doesn't.
Hydrate with a T.
All right. Goodbye, TikTok. Thank you to mods.
That's me.
Good night, YouTube. Thanks to all the mods. You guys are awesome.